Good day, friends. Gary here from GBL, the old church, 5-acre homestead. Hugelkulture, folks. Have you heard of it? What is it? And is it fit to eat or can you eat it? In a word, well, you can. You can eat hugelkulture. But first, folks, you need to prepare your garden beds. You really need to prepare your garden beds with old logs, branches and bushes, and all kinds of things that would normally be discarded, like you're seeing here. And for our hugelkulture beds, let's revisit our garden extension project from this past summer. This ground here, all covered up with some tarps and some wood. Okay, I'm killing the weeds and the grass underneath all of this stuff. But why? Why am I doing that? What am I doing here? I've laid down this sheet of paneling here now to kind of square up what I'm about to do. But I'm not going to reveal that to you. I'm going to make you guess. Just guess what I'm doing with all of this stuff, with all of these amendments and all of these ingredients for our garden. We are going to be heading to our garden, of course. That's what this is all about. But what exactly are we doing? We are extending our garden a little bit, okay, in this section right here. But what am I going to be using all of this stuff for? Send us a comment, folks. Let us know what you think we're doing, and we'll respond, and we'll get a chat going in the community. Well, good morning, folks, and welcome to Sunday. And as you can see, this is the continuation of the supply of old dead leaves and grass that I have been collecting from neighbors and friends around Gander, Newfoundland, and Labrador. I have quite the pile there, don't I? This is only just some of it. There's some grass here, as I said, and some old dead leaves. There's some tubs there full of horse manure. And if we come over this way, there's some more dead leaves and grass. And down here, there's some buckets and bags and more containers full of seaweed and some straw. There's all kinds of stuff that I have been collecting from my neighbors here in Gander. I've put in these posts. I've got 4 done, so I've been quite busy mixing cement and digging holes and that kind of stuff. So these 4 poles that you see right here now, they're all strengthened up with the cement. And this last one that we did a few days ago, that the cement is cured there now. So I'll be removing the stays and the poles on that one. And I have probably 3 or 4 more poles to install until I get back by that utility pole right there. Okay, that's a light pole or utility pole, electrical pole. That's at the end of our garden there. Okay, so what are we doing? It's up to you folks to guess. What are we doing with our garden? Good morning, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to GBL, the old church, 5-acre homestead. And welcome back to our secret garden extension project. We still need you to guess exactly what it is that we are doing here in our garden in Gander, Newfoundland, and Labrador, Canada. We are finally getting to use those pallets, folks. And we are constructing a pallet fence. That is in fact true. But what else is it that we are doing? Our son Devin showed up today, and what a welcome visit it was. We really need to have an extra pair of hands constructing this fence. And his skills and his help certainly came in quite handy today as him and I together began the task of constructing the fence. Here, we are leveling up each pallet and we are securing them to the fence post with L brackets and 3-inch screws. The project is moving along, folks. Here we are securing the 4th pallet, and we were able to get 6 pallets installed today in this fence. Here, Devin and I are working on pallet number 5 and pallet number 6. And we are making sure that everything is level, that everything is secured, and that everything is nice and firm and strong in this newly constructed pallet fence. Here, in this clip, Devin and I are using various kinds of clamps to help secure the pallets to the wooden post. And figure it out we did, folks, because if you eyeball along the top of those pallets, you can see that our fence is nice and straight going down the length of our backyard. Not too shabby, folks, if I must say so myself. Not bad for a pallet fence. We still have 4 more pallets to install, and we'll be doing those over the next couple of days. We also have a cap to put on the top of the pallets, as well as about 2 feet of lattice, which will give us a couple of more feet of privacy in this fence. And folks, we plan also to be staining this fence in the same brown stain that we use for our raised bed vegetable garden and for our greenhouse as well. Please, folks, give us your guesses. Guess exactly what it is that we are doing to our backyard raised bed vegetable garden and greenhouse. And now I want to thank you ever so much for tuning into this video and for always watching our YouTube videos. We appreciate that oh so very, very much. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, GBL, The Old Church, 5 Acre Homestead. Hey folks, Gary here from GBL, The Old Church, 5 Acre Homestead. Back with you now. So I've attached a string or a line here now just to make sure that my fence is going level. Okay, and I got to make sure that I put those pallets in line. I've got my couple of screws there ready to go. These pallets need to go out a nice bit to the other side. So I'm gonna do that. Make sure they're out. Eyeball that. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead. Put those screws in. Catboard finish, folks, on this pallet fence. I'm just going to check a few places. Looking good. Looking good. Come all the way down here, see how things are going. A little off a little bit, not too bad, but probably if I push the fence out a little bit, yeah. But it is pallets. It is very good and strong. So a nice fence here, a nice way to extend our garden. And we're going to be doing something here. And again, we're going to ask you to guess what it is that we're doing in terms of extending our garden, folks. So this is sort of a part of what we're doing in terms of the garden extension. And in the next clip, you'll probably see a little bit more detail and probably may be able to make a better guess. But this is part of the garden extension. Here, I'm installing reclaimed vinyl siding that we used on the outdoor kitchen last year. We are also using some white vinyl siding that came off the old church. Keep watching, folks. Keep watching, friends, and hopefully you'll figure out what it is we're doing in our garden extension project. Keep watching, folks. And here's our son Devin, folks. He's working away installing some of that reclaimed vinyl siding on these boxes is what they are. But what are they going to be in this garden extension project? You'll have to keep watching and stay tuned. I'm gonna stop talking and let the video do the talking for us. Enjoy the rest of this video. And toward the end, I'll come back to say our thank yous. See you soon. Two nice large boxes, folks. What are they going to be? And what is this section here in the center going to be? Any guesses? Any guesses? We're getting there though, folks. We'll soon have this garden extension complete. And this will be ready for next spring, please God. Okay, we are constructing the final outside wall now for those two large boxes there for our garden extension project. These studs, folks, in this wall, they came from a patio, they came from a pallet, they came from the church. It's all recycled. In fact, we're getting ready to put the last one in, and this one was part of a gate, to believe it or not. So it's all being used and reclaimed and repurposed to make this wall. We got one more stud to go in, and I'm going to be sawing that one up now, and then Devin will make sure that it's nailed in correctly in this wall, and then we'll be putting it in place over at the garden extension. Slip this bad boy over. Okay, drill holes are all pre-drilled. Just needs to be lined up. Okay, hammer right in the nails. I'll get them hammer too now. You're going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24 nails. Okay, we'll start right here. Look. I got that one lined up. Okay, we just need the last one to go on now. So we'll get that done this evening. The last one on the second box. First one was all finished. So here's the second one. We'll finish that one this evening. Hey folks, Gary back with you now, just checking in here. We've been at this second box now pretty much all day, and we have it almost finished. We have just the end piece right here. We have to put a piece of J trim in the corner, and we have to put a piece of J and a finisher undersail piece on the top there, and then 3 or 4 pieces of reclaimed siding. And this one should be done. 2 nice large boxes, folks. What are they going to be? And what is this section here in the center going to be? Any guesses? Any guesses? We're getting there though, folks. We'll soon have this garden extension completed, and this will be ready for next spring, please God. We finish up the end of this box, and so now that both boxes are actually completed, we have no need now to do any more work with vinyl siding. Even though I got lots of reclaimed vinyl siding, I could probably make a couple of more of these boxes if I need to with the vinyl siding that I have that we scored for free. And folks, if you have vinyl siding that you're taking off your house or you're taking off your sheds or your garage, put it aside and do something useful with it. Please don't send it to the landfills. Do something with it like we did here. We made these 2 boxes. Our job for today and to finish up is to put some of these wooden boards right here, these lats, on this section here. Now, you can easily tell that these boards came off a pallet, and in fact, a couple of days ago, Devin and I broke down a pallet that we also got for free. You can easily tell that these boards are pallet boards, and we have about 10 or so here. We need 8 to put in this section right here. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to clean these up a little bit, and then we're just going to screw them into this section. And in the next clip, we'll be putting on some Thompson water seal. Now, I went to a local paint collector site here in Gander where people can drop off their used paint, their unfinished paints, and instead of going to a landfill, it is recycled and all that kind of stuff. But you can go there and pick. And I went there and I picked through the large tubs where all the paint was collected, and I found a full can of Thompson water seal, unopened, unused. So I'm going to use that Thompson water seal now on this pallet fence to protect it. And then we're going to put on some stain that I also found at this paint collector site. Isn't that awesome? You can go to these places and get stuff that people just discard and throw away. Well, I go to these places, I collect stuff for free, and I reuse it, I upcycle, I reclaim, I repurpose. And folks, if you ever get an opportunity to do that, you really should. And we are still asking you to guess what this section of our garden is going to be. It's a New York state of mind. Where's the Minnie Pearl here this morning, folks? I got my new ball cap on with tags and all. Minnie Pearl was known famously for wearing hats with price tags on them. No different this morning. Welcome back to GBL, the old church 5-acre homestead. Who would have thunk that pallets would make such a gorgeous looking fence? Okay, here you go. Okay, so we got all the lats for the pallets put on, folks. Before we go any further though, I have a question for you. Do you do anything with pallets? Do you do any pallet projects at your homestead, in your backyard? Do tell. Send us a message, send us a comment, and let us know, or even some pictures for that matter, or some short video clips of what you do with pallets on your homestead. Miss Betty and I would love to know what you do with pallets. Hi folks, Gary here from GBL, the old church 5-acre homestead. Getting ready now to finish up this section between the 2 boxes that we made recently using some extra pallet wood. I'm putting pallet wood on our pallet fence. I've just put in 1 support brace. I've got to put another one across the bottom here, and then 2 more over on that side. And then I'm going to be adding those pallet lats to this pallet fence. Join me, folks. next thing now is to add the pallet lats. I have been busy, folks, attaching those lats, those pallet lats, to this pallet fence. I've got most of them all done. In fact, I've got 6 already installed and screwed on. I have 2 just left now, and they need to go in this little spot right here. And then I'll have this section of the fence completed. Let's attach these last 2 now. Top 2 screws. Let's do the bottom 2 screws now, folks. Just a couple of more screws. Up. Here. Okay, there you go. Okay, so we got all the lats for the pallets put on, folks. So I've started staining. What do you think? Don't look too bad, do it? Not too bad for pallets at all. Just got a couple of boards left here now. I'm going to do those. Then I got to take a little break. And then when I come back, I'm hoping to get this all stained today, if I could. It's taking a lot because these old pallet boards are pretty dry. So the stain is going on and it's being soaked in quite a lot. So I've got to put a couple of coats on. So hopefully it'll last. I've used up the can that I got at the paint drop-off place that I got for free, and I also went and bought another gallon to match. So, and it does match, like I said, the stain that we're using on our raised beds. So that's a plus, really. Okay, so let me get this done, and when I come back, I'll show you the progress. Stay with me, folks. Stay with us. Good morning, folks. What a beautiful morning it is. We are finishing up adding some stain to our garden extension project. Join us. We are in the process now of concluding episode 6 of our garden extension project, and as you can see, our pallet fence is coming along very well. It's looking some sharp and some clever, don't you think? Okay, let's go around this way. Those boxes are there. Okay, let's go all the way down the length of this fence. Back right here, let me zoom. This is our pollinator garden. We have 2 of those. This is wild flowers and weeds that grow behind our raised bed vegetable garden and greenhouse, and we protect it, we take great care of it, and we want to make sure that it's here to stay, because during the months of July and August, and even right now, you'll see a lot of bumblebees and other pollinating insects and flies in these weeds and wildflowers. So it's very important that we maintain this section of our garden for our raised bed vegetables and the vegetables that grow in our greenhouse. Back here, behind the greenhouse, as you can see, it's like a jungle. We do have a potato bed back here, believe it or not. It's mixed in with all of these weeds, but we don't have a path. So we're going to create a path along the back here, so it brings us right up to our outdoor kitchen that you can see right there in the distance. We want a wide enough path that we can walk and maybe be able to cart a wheelbarrow up and down along there. So it's going to be about a couple of feet wide. As we dig that bank out a little bit, the weeds and the rocks and the dirt and all that kind of stuff, we're going to be taking all of that and it's going to be put inside these large boxes that we made. We're going to put that in there. Now, that's a big reveal this morning. We're going to be filling these big boxes that we made with some old discarded material. Biodegradable material, like weeds and sods and rocks and dirt and all that kind of stuff. And all of this stuff that I've been collecting all summer. Okay, follow along with me now. All of this stuff that we've been collecting all summer. We've been collecting bags of grass, lawn clippings, that kind of stuff. We've been collecting bags of straw. We've been collecting bags of leaves. We even got some boxes here full of horse manure. All of that is going inside of these 2 large containers. Folks, I want to thank you again, always, for joining us in our videos. Absolutely very important. We appreciate all the likes, and the likes are very important. So if you haven't been hitting that like button, folks, please continue to hit the like button. It is very important for us that you do that. Please share, and of course, always subscribe to our YouTube channel, GBL, The Old Church, 5 Acre Homestead. I was busy yesterday, very busy. I was able to clean up, back here by those Hugelkulture beds, the ones that my Devon and I made this past summer. I've got them about half full of compost, grass, twigs, horse manure, and all that kind of stuff. So let me take you around and let's have a look. I don't know if you recall, but right here by the side of our house, there were lots and lots of bags of compost, horse manure, and bags of grass, and bags of straw, and bags of twigs and all that. So I was able to remove all of that yesterday. And now we are so looking forward to next year and using these Hugelkulture beds. Thanks, folks, for tuning in to our YouTube channel. And thanks always for liking our videos, sharing our videos, and of course, folks, for subscribing to GBL, The Old Church, 5 Acre Homestead. See you in the next video.